Hi everybody, thank you for joining me. So there's detail coming thick and fast of a new John Lennon compilation that's going to be coming out on the 9th of October, the day that would have been John Lennon's 80th birthday. And it's coming out in all sorts of configurations: CD, vinyl, 1 disc, 2 disc, deluxe version. And my initial reaction was, why? What's the point? It's difficult to get excited about a compilation album these days, isn't it? Well, I'm going to talk about that. We're going to look at what might make this different, or whether it's just more of the same. If you are interested in any of these, once I've talked about them, in the description down below I've put links to UK and US Amazon versions of all of these different products, links there that you can pre-order them. So, compilation albums in general, well, even from John Lennon we've had several over the years. We've had Shaved Fish, the Imagine soundtrack, the wonderfully titled Lennon 4 CD set, and of course Lennon Legend. But you just cannot get away with doing something like this these days. You can't just put a load of existing available tracks on a CD and expect it to sell. It's not going to work in this day and age. So what is there on this particular album? Well, the details are still sort of on the way through, but what we do know is that it's called Gimme Some Truth, and I'm going to show you some artwork now and just talk you through roughly what we know so far about the track listing and what the record company is saying. They're saying it's the definitive new best of John Lennon, 36 tracks completely remixed from master tapes, giving these classic songs a new lease of life for generations to come and sounding better than ever before, blah, blah, blah. Well, are they completely remixed? I don't think we know that yet. Surely they're not going to have remixed the Imagine songs again when it was less than 2 years ago that box set came out. Is it going to be using the remixes of some of the other albums that came out in the early 2000s? I don't know that we've got that level of detail just yet. But what it's also got on here, which does look of interest to me, I must admit, it's got high-res versions. Now, I'm just sort of starting to get into the high-res versions of the Paul McCartney archive collection after largely ignoring them over the years, and I'm loving the sound of those. So I'm excited by the thought of high-res versions. There's 5.1 surround for those who've got a setup capable of that, and also Dolby Atmos. If you've got a setup that will do that, I'm sure that will excite you, potentially if you're a John Lennon fan with that capability. And there's a 124-page booklet as well that's described as being sort of full of wonderful photos of John and Yoko over the years. So it is not another rehash of Lennon Legend. It isn't just a load of stuff you've already got stuck on a CD. Well, it largely is, but they've cleaned it up and made it sound nicer. And I believe there's also going to be a live version of Come Together on there, because of course you've got to have a song that hasn't been put on another album before, haven't you? You've got to help sell it. So yeah, there's quite a bit on there, which is of interest, and it got me thinking about just compilations in general. And I think this is the way that it's got to be going. You know, I keep picking on Lennon Legend that you can't do what's on there now, because if they tried to release this now, if you've been a John Lennon fan for a long time, you've got all the songs that are on there. If you're a younger person who's sort of wanting to get into John Lennon, interested in it, then you'd probably go to Spotify or you'd go to Apple Music or something like that rather than buying a CD. So I think it's got to be one of these kind of deluxe packages where there's high res, there's 5.1, that kind of thing to bring people in who wouldn't just go to Spotify or people who've just got all the albums. So I think just in general the compilation album is going through a bit of a change over the last few years, because it's got to do, really. Well, I mean, we've had so many John Lennon compilations over the years, as well as the ones that I've shown. We've got the John Lennon singles and home tapes that was in the signature box. There's John Lennon acoustic. There's the Lennon anthology box. We really have had a lot, and to be honest, I'm largely in favour of a lot of this stuff. I think overall Yoko's done a really good job with John's catalogue over the last couple of decades or so. But this compilation, this new one, I believe it's more Sean now. Is that the future? Is Yoko stepping back from this? Is Sean now taking over the mantle of looking after his dad's legacy? I don't know. Potentially so. It wouldn't be surprising, would it really? And I thought it was interesting that the cover photo that they've used for the album probably looks more like Sean Lennon than it does like John Lennon. I wonder if Sean picked that particular image. But I'm sure more details are going to be coming out over the next few days and weeks in advance of this release. I'm kind of interested. I don't know if I'll buy it, but I may well do. If I do, I'll unbox it and open it up on this channel as I always do, so you get to see it, hopefully on release day, if I decide to buy it. But let me know your thoughts on compilation albums in general. This new one from John Lennon, what do you think of this? Do you need another John Lennon compilation in your life? Let me know. And thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.